Hi everyone, it's Bonnie from Bonnie's Best. I'm Collage Candy on Instagram. I'm here today to do a flip through of my very first wedding journal. It was really fun to make. As you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I fill every page with images. I do collage on every single page. I never leave blank pages and room to write really because I just like collage journals, but I was asked to do a wedding journal and it was really different and really fun. So we'll start. This is an antique button that I found that I put in the very center. This has got about 4 different layers of lace on it. This is a front, the side, and the back. I've got danglies. First time I've ever done danglies. Hearts mostly, wedding rings, pearls, and lace. Start the book with a celebration card that the gift giver can write in. It's blank inside. Found lots of really fun trim to use in this. Second page, another card that the giver can write inside. This is a vintage card and lace behind it. This is the first thing that I want to mention is that Graphics Fairy was invaluable to me during this making of this book. I used to just get the free images and I signed up for the premium membership and it is so fantastic. There's so many beautiful, beautiful images. And I'll try to point out which ones are Graphics Fairy and which ones are not. But anyway, this bridal song is from Graphics Fairy. This bride likes blue, so I tried to use a lot of blue. I used a lot of vintage bridal pictures and made a lot of linen and lace pockets. And the bride can take these vintage pictures out and put pictures of her own if she wants. She can add her photos to the plainer pages. This is also a Graphics Fairy page. And I put a secret pocket in here for some secret journaling with a little tab to pull it out. That was fun. Makes it kind of thick, but it was fun. Then I had this wallpaper border that I thought was really pretty. It's kind of pearlescent. And I put a lot of pages in with lines to write. And they're front and back, lines on front and back, and it's folded at the bottom. So there's lots of room to write in this journal, which, as I said, is unusual for me to include. This is a vintage wedding card that was actually sent to someone, and I just cut the cover off because the inside was written on. But I thought it was really sweet. Added a little lace at the bottom and a rosebud. This is their invitation, and I don't really want their names and information to be out there, so I'm turning that page quickly. But actually, I wanted to show you how I did the pocket. I cut into the page to make pockets to show off to go with the invitation. This is actually an invitation to an after party for the wedding, not the actual wedding. The wedding's already been held. So here's another lace pocket, and I made this one kind of with a wide opening so that she could put multiple things in there. And this is the other side of that wallpaper border, of course. This was a lovely set of cards I bought that opens 4 ways and then has a card inside that can be written on. And it kind of goes with this "To My Sweetheart." They can write to each other on this page. This flips over, but no one has to know that after it's written on. They could clip it down or just pretend it doesn't flip. Another pretty lace that I found. This is the other side of a page that I actually missed. Oh, sorry about that. This page was the other side of this. And again, they can put their own picture in. Here they can put their own picture in. It's a pocket. And I stuck this vintage one in, but they can pull it out and put a picture of themselves. And sorry, I skipped that. Then here we are at the other side of that page with the round hole. And that's a Graphics Fairy journal page that I thought was just gorgeous. And it had her favorite color, blue. And this bride can be covered up with another picture, and this is a velvety lace. Or she might like it because the dress is just gorgeous. And here's the other side of that floral graphics fairy paper. And again, I made a secret journaling pocket. I put notes on here because I don't think this bride is familiar with journals, and she probably doesn't know about hidden pockets and tuck spaces and so forth. So I put some instructions. The gift giver can take those off if she wants to, but I kind of wanted to include it just so she would know these things were there, because when you put them in right, they really are hidden. This was another lovely bride. I believe this was also from Graphics Fairy. And then a quilted satiny shiny fabric. This fabric is a funny story. I bought a size 2 dress, which of course I couldn't wear, but it had the most beautiful lace panels on it, and I cut it up, and it was kind of grueling to cut up because you had to cut around all these flowers and cut off backing and so on. But I just love it. And this vintage bride was too pretty. I just love her. And here's just a space for writing or putting another picture. That's the end of the first signature. This pearlescent paper is what they use to make their envelopes. So I thought I would use that in their book. I put lace in between all of the signatures because I thought it would give a little added space for when they start stuffing things in it. This is another vintage wedding card that I actually photocopied. It was I had to do a little work on it to clean it up because it's very old. And then this is just a Graphics 45 postcard in here just to show that it's a pocket, so they understand it's a pocket. Another Graphics Fairy picture, and this is that beautiful gold and silver flecked paper that looks handmade but is not, and more of the embroidered fabric. This page has 2 pockets, one behind the bride and groom and then another behind the pearlescent paper. And I just put various graphics fairy pieces in it so they would know the pockets were there. And then this is another card that can be written on in secret. And then this is a piece of paper that can be journaled on. A lot of journaling spots for this page. Then this is a bride that looks kind of like the bride that this book is going to. She's really beautiful, and she's got very dark skin and dark hair. Just a lovely person. And then I just put some flowers in these 2 pockets. There's a pocket behind her, a tuck spot behind her, and then a pocket in the festive paper. Another tuck spot that's a postcard. These people like to take pictures and they like to travel, so I included some travel and camera oriented things, as you'll see later. And then just lace down the side. American Wedding March, this is from Graphics Fairy. Secret journaling spot under the music. I just used tape at the top, heavy duty double-sided tape. I believe this is Graphics Fairy also, as is this. This can come out and she can put her own picture. I love this corner triangular lace that I found. I had so much fun with lace. Never deal with lace. Here's another card that's blank that can be written on and lined paper behind it in a torn pocket. A vellum belly band, which I probably need to tell them how to use. This pearlescent paper was so pretty as a background for the marriage certificate image that I thought I would just leave it blank. And I'm giving them extra copies of this because the lines are so tiny, they might have trouble writing in it. So I'm giving them extra copies and extra corners so that they can rewrite it if they want to, if they use it. The other side of the belly band, I thought she was beautiful with the roses, and then I put roses under her. Another page of music. Well, it's actually the cover of music. A song called That Is Love. And then here's another secret journaling spot. This postcard was gorgeous, and I do not remember where I got it. And then a card that they can write on, or they can write on that side, or they can put a picture in. And this, I just hid the journaling paper under the, it's like an upside down tuck spot. And then a blank page for photo. Another place where the photo is just barely tucked on so they can replace it if they want to. Writing paper inside a pocket of pearlescent paper. I love this image from Graphics Fairy of the two doves and the little heart. I just thought it was so sweet. And then this is a twofold note card tucked in here, secret. And they bought a new home to live in, and so I wanted a background that they could put their picture of their new home on. And again, I wrote them a hint. These may all come off. And this is an embossed paper that I found. I only had one sheet of it, but I thought it was so beautiful for a wedding. These guys love to travel. And so my sister found me this beautiful travel fabric that was just perfect for the cover of the third signature. And then this was scrapbook paper with the luggage that I thought was fun. And he'd found some old Kodak ads that I thought were great because they love to take pictures. And then I put postcard, this is also from that fabric. I put postcards in a lot of the pockets because to give them the idea that when they go places, they can put their own postcards in, or if they've been to these places, they can leave them. Got Venice, Atlanta, of course, because that's where I am. This is scrapbook paper with maps of Amsterdam and Liège. I know they've been to San Francisco, so I put that one in there. All of the postcards have cardstock on the back that they can write on. And this was a neat graphic. I don't remember where I found it, somewhere on the internet. A tuck spot for writing. That's pretty. That's from Graphics Fairy. This is scrapbook paper with a camera that I thought they would like. And then more camera ads, which one I made into a postcard. And that's the back of the third signature with the travel fabric on it. I always put a little handmade brass tag on my handmade journals, but this I was using silver, and so I didn't really put it on the front, so I just put it on in the back pocket. Maybe they'll find it, maybe not. And then I found this paper that had Happily Ever After that fit perfect on the back cover. And there's the back. So that's it. I really hope they like it. I'm going to deliver it today or tomorrow, and got my fingers crossed that they love it. And it was really fun to make. And again, thank you, Graphics Fairy Premium Membership, because you saved the day on this. I never would have found enough images to use. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please list them below, and please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like the book. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.